I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby.
So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day.
Sir, please, is there anything I can do, sir, please? Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please, I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you, please. Please. Please.
You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know?
Okay, I don't want that man taking my picture. Why don't you take him out of here?
Sir, you hit me.
I'm gonna do
You
what
hit
next,
me.
okay?
Sir, okay, now
you take my picture then. I don't know you.
I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Please, sir, please don't make me sleep in jail tonight, sir, please. I'm begging you.
We're
Sir,
not
please.
criminals.
They're going to make me sleep in jail.
Why?
Sir, please. Please.
Dude, please.
Sir, please.
Oh my
Come on,
God,
man.
don't do that to him.
You
He
guys don't
didn't
know
even
what you're
drink.
doing to me, man.
Why? Where are you
Ma'am,
taking
stand right
me?
here. Ma'am,
Oh man,
ma'am,
I'm just
ma'am,
walking.
ma'am. No, you can't go.
You guys really don't know what you're doing to my life with this, man. Seriously, please.
We really haven't been getting a lot of support from the community. You know, we need help getting hotels. We pretty much got the food and gas covered, but if there's any way anyone can help out in any way, guys, the hotels, the fees have really been killing us. You know, we don't make $1 million. We don't make a whole lot of money. But if there's any way anyone can help out, please. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Today's video takes us to Watertown, New York, where we find a local radio personality talking about Mathew the Misfit. That's right, the man who likes to go down to the center of town and, let's see, how should I phrase this? Mingle with drunk people and film them. Yeah, that's what he does. I don't know why he does this, but he's not as innocent as he has led us to believe, which we're going to find out in this interview that was aired a few days back. So let's all sit back, watch, and enjoy.
So anyway, local news, Evans Mills is being terrorized. There's a gentleman going around egging on the bar there. Have you heard about this?
No. Tell me more about this. What's going on here?
So there's this gentleman who has a YouTube channel. It's not me, by the way. So
All right.
this other gentleman, he's been getting in fights and altercations. He's been arrested. Other people have been arrested. And what's going on is this guy who lives in Evans Mills keeps going down to this bar, egging on the people down there, recording them, going live.
Yeah, that's our village idiot Mathew. Been on my live stream multiple times, claims he's a grown man and he can do what he wants. He's also told us he's an 8th grade dropout. 8th grade dropout, wow. Yeah, I can tell sometimes with his spelling on his videos. But what else did he say? Yeah, he doesn't own a house, but he owns property. He rents his house. He's got a 100 by 100 foot lot. I imagine he inherited that. Doesn't seem to have a vehicle. Been with the same woman for, what did he say, 10 years. Got 3 kids with her and hasn't married her. Okay, now let's continue that you know all about Mathew.
And it continues every single day.
Really?
And it's actually pretty crazy what's going on because he has a lot of haters, and they have Facebook pages, and they...
Well, give me... No, Donnie, what does he do? Give me an example. What is he doing live on Facebook?
So what he'll do is he'll walk down to the corner,
right?
You know where the little intersection is in Evans Mills?
Yeah. The only corner.
He'll go down there and hang out on the corner for an hour or two, and, you know, just record, and then he'll get in arguments and altercations with the bar patrons.
Is he one of those guys that are trying to tell him to go with a life with God as opposed to alcohol? Is it one of those guys?
No, so he started his channel as an audit channel, like a audit where they just go in and audit public buildings and stuff.
I annoy the hell out of people.
He changes his YouTube channel to it's called like New York Public Tour.
Yeah, that's a good name for his channel. Instead of Upstate New York Audits, now it's New York Public Tour. Because he's going to be taking a tour of different hospitals in the area. He's already been clocked a couple of times. Yeah, man. He wanted to tell us that he was pushed. Yeah, well, I tell you what, you still got your elbows all scraped up and bloody. So whether you were pushed, tripped, fell, I don't care, man. You're messing with the wrong people. By the way, that's the bar back there in red-colored paint there. Yeah, stay close to home, Matthew. You got 4 kids to take care of and a girlfriend.
Or something like that now.
And
what it is, he just walks around places and records, but...
And people get upset with him.
What's going on is every day he goes down to this bar and eggs on these patrons there, and then that video goes up, and then all the his enemies that he's created, they make videos about him, and it's really crazy because he's getting thousands and thousands of views, and so is the
do me a favor,
the hater pages.
Send me.
They're making memes in their own videos. It's really crazy what's going on at Evans Mills.
All right, well, do me a favor. Okay, oh, here it is. Someone just texted me. Is his name Mathew?
Yes.
All right, so he's followed by 72 people. Someone just sent me a screenshot of this guy. Is he a big guy? Is he imposing?
Nah, he's not a big guy. He's not imposing. I have his New York State identification card. Not his driver's license, mind you. His identification card, because he doesn't have a driver's license. Yeah, it says he's 5'7". 5'7". So, nah, he's far from imposing, that's for sure.
I've never met him. I've only ever talked to him on Facebook.
Right. Well, okay, just do me a favor. Send me a link about this guy. I mean, I just got something sent to me from an anonymous source, but I just want to figure out what's behind this guy. Unless he's trying to preach God and don't go with alcohol and the end of the world's coming. It seems like it's one of those deals.
No, none of that. It's none of that. You think something like that, but no, none of that is what's going on. It's the really crazy thing. Someone's really going to get hurt. People have already been hurt. People have already been arrested on both sides many times, and it's only going to escalate before something really, really bad happens.
Wow.
I don't know how many times Matthew's been on my channel. Says he's a grown man, lives in America, can do what he wants. Yeah, that's true. You can do all the things you want to do. But when it comes down to your health and safety, I would rethink some of the things that you're doing, like walking past the bar every day. Why can't this idiot walk somewhere else? That's the only street in town, he says. What? Walk on the other side of the street then. Stop walking by the bar and stop filming everybody.
Okay, so you know what? I'm familiar to some degree because I know someone who lives up there, and he just texted me something, and he said he used to harass someone that he knows and would stand outside his house and start recording his wife. So wow, it's crazy. But I keep on it. I'll ask again. Anyone who can get away with this, especially in a town like Evans Mills, where you can get your ass kicked by tying your shoes wrong, why hasn't anyone really given this guy a hard time for what he's doing?
He was just assaulted by one of the bar patrons the other day. There's a video on it.
Well,
he got a little bloody, but
it sounds like this
guy
goes
back for more every day.
Yeah, well, this is bad. No one wants a bully. No one wants an instigator.
Well, now, in all fairness, I wouldn't call Mathew a bully, but he's definitely an instigator. And why he has to take that camera around and record everybody is beyond me. He claims it's for safety. But I tell you what, man, if you didn't walk by that bar with that camera, I don't think there'd be any problems. You could walk by the bar all you want. It's just that they object to being recorded. And he doesn't quite understand that because, Yeah, he's had some issues there. I've documented all his issues. You know, I could make an entire channel out of what he does. Yeah, because he's just that stupid. He's a grown man with no education, no job, no car, nothing.
You get beat up by a soldier or a townie over there, he's going to get his ass kicked. So thanks for bringing that up. Send me a link when you get a chance there, Donnie.
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now.
I appreciate it. So that's Donnie. And we're now already into the second half of today's show. So if you want to chime in, by all means, 755-1240. That's how easy it is, like this person just did. Hi, you're on the air.
Good, Johnny.
Johnny, what's happening? So, Johnny, you know what's going on up there?
Let's talk about this guy for a little bit.
Yeah.
He used to live in Antwerp.
Okay.
And he had, like, this camper that had no floor in it.
Wait a minute. He lived in a camper with no floor in it? Is that what you said? No floor in the camper? I mean, what did he... Was he on the ground? What? I don't get it. But that sounds like Mathew, because he's a grown man, an 8th grade dropout, yep, has his own business. I don't know what he said. He buys and sells stickers? Stickers on eBay? What? Oh, man. Let's carry on.
Straight bum, but he had him, his kids, there's a lady in there, and a bunch of snakes.
Wow.
He's got more snakes that he can afford. He can trade these snakes for anything, apparently. They're $1 million snakes. He's really weird about them.
Wow.
But anyways, so he used to come out and stand outside of my house while I was at work and record my wife with his phone, knowing that I'm at work and I can't do anything because I'm in Watertown.
Right.
And as soon as people would show up, then he would beat feet, or he would come back and get real ignorant.
Wow.
We've called the cops on him a bunch of times. He's a straight weirdo. There's a guy in the mills now, though, that's harassing him with a drone, following him around town, scaring him away.
But
Somebody's fighting fire with this guy, finally.
Yeah, which is good, but that, you know what that could lead to? That could lead to something dangerous, too. What are the cops doing about this guy?
The cops called EMS for him last time he got clocked, and he went to the emergency room. He even appeared on my live stream while he was at the emergency room waiting for treatment. What a moron. This guy is so hungry to be famous, and he's going about it the wrong way. Somebody's going to hurt this boy. And I feel sorry for him. I really do, because he's doing it to himself. There's no reason for this to happen. None at all.
It's like this guy knows the law better than the cops.
Yeah, I hate hearing
They
that.
don't want to deal with him. He's one of those guys.
Right. It's like Chrissy Mills saying, there's nothing we can do about someone who tears up someone's apartment. I mean, something's got to be done about this guy. Something's going to go wrong, and someone's going to get hurt, if not him.
Right. Well, there was a biker that he invited to his house. I mean, it wasn't on good terms. He ended up hitting him in the face with a hockey stick, and that's how he got arrested. The biker went through all the loops to get him with 2 felonies.
Usually bikers don't go through the legal system. They just take things upon themselves, if you know what I'm talking about.
Usually, so I mean, I think he got lucky with just a couple felonies.
Right. Well, I mean, so you haven't had any contact with this guy, fortunately?
No, who would want to have contact with him? He's a 36 going on 65-year-old loser. Man, he's had a rough life. Look at him, 36? Yeah, life hasn't been too kind to him, has it? No. Well, that's what happens when you are 8th grade dropout and you have no money. I mean, yeah, you're living on the fringe of society, man. You're one of the dregs of society.
Anytime I'm around, he's not. Like, he makes a point to not be anywhere near me.
So,
Listen,
yeah.
This all started with, like, my dog walking around town, a little 3-pound dog.
Right.
I was all upset about it.
I remember seeing you shared a video on Facebook. I remember that. Yeah, it was very contentious.
Yeah, so that's that dude. And, like, my old lady went up to his house to talk about it because he was cool. Like, come, let's smoke a joint. So she shows up there with her friend, and he comes out of the house with a baseball bat, threatening these 2 girls that came up to talk about the dog issue.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just 0 to a weirdo.
Yeah, no, stay away from him. And did you say he's no longer in Antwerp? He's in Evans Mills now, or vice versa?
Yeah, no, he's in Evans Mills now.
All right.
He gets kicked out of everywhere he goes.
Oh, yeah, he was just kicked out of his apartment. He was evicted, and stupid enough to put the eviction notice on his YouTube page. Why would you dox yourself? He said he doesn't care because he doesn't have anything to hide. Well, I don't know if you have anything to hide, but when you dox yourself like that, it just opens up a can of worms that you can never close up. People know you. People know where you're at. People know where you live. Man, that's not a good thing. And you got 4 kids and should be a wife, but it's really some chick you live with. Yeah, you got other people to think about, Matthew.
Well, I mean, he's going to run into the wrong person. He's going to run, you know that. And by the way, one of the videos, was there not yet another woman that was associated with him too, or is it just him?
Oh, no, he's got, I guess a woman.
Yeah. But he's got okay, so he has help, in other words.
He usually, like, gets in between it. If somebody tries to fight with him, she'll get in between there because nobody wants to hurt her.
And so is this guy just mental? Does he have a job? Is he on social services? What's the deal?
Oh, yeah, he lives off the system. He brags about it.
Oh,
He's
okay.
proud of himself.
Great.
How he can get welfare to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew, I am disappointed. You came on my program and said how you don't get welfare. You're not on the dole, and you can prove it. Oh, Matthew, you told us a bunch of lies. I'm so disappointed. We can never believe anything you say again, Matthew. You're just a bloody liar. Well, the only thing he did tell the truth about is he has some snakes. I guess he loves his snakes more than his girlfriend. He won't marry her, but he'll marry the snakes.
Something like this becomes, you know, all of a sudden maybe the sheriff's department probably knows about this guy, the state police. But if we talk about it here on the air, and if a segment like this, for instance, gets on News Junkie or social media, then it's just a matter of time before someone steps up and does something about it. I mean, I'm saying in the legal terms, not street justice by any means, but there's nothing worse than an instigator. And because of this whole audit system, you know, you've heard of auditing before where they go in and say, oh, I can videotape anyone when I want. This is a public place. That's just the beginning of a fist fight. It always works out that way. No one wants to comply to that.
Maybe that's what Mathew wants, a knockdown, drag-out fight, and then he can sue the other person. The only problem with taking someone to court is before you go through all that trouble and expense, you have to make sure the other person can pay. Yeah, if they have no assets, if they have no insurance policy, if they have no job, a lot like you, Mathew, yeah, you're not going to get anything. You may win the case, but they don't have any way to pay. Yeah, you got to check into these things.
Even though it is legal, but this guy is going off the rails. So I'm glad someone brought it up. Yeah.
You being on the air right now, uncover your A-dash, you know what I mean, too, with names and stuff like that. But
right.
Somebody will get them.
Yeah, right. Well, and I don't want anyone to get hurt, including him. But, you know, just imagine just you being rude to someone at a bar, or you start videotaping someone's girlfriend. Someone's going to do something. I mean, and then you say he brings out a baseball bat. I mean, you know something's going to, I mean, nothing good happens after midnight. Well, apparently nothing good happens when that guy comes outside in Evans Mills.
Well, there you have it, folks. He's famous at last. Famous, or is that infamous? Most likely infamous. Yeah. Oh, man. You know, you can't make this stuff up. This would make a great TV sitcom, wouldn't it? The town idiot goes down to the bar and gets beat up again. Oh, Lord. Oh, we could make a fortune on this guy. Dr. Dave made him famous. Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by, Mathew. Stay safe, brother boy. You're a gold mine for me. Cheers to that.
Oh, you assaulted me.
I did sue me.
You assaulted me. She assaulted me.
Yo, you're racist.
Racist. Oh, that's a hate crime. You're being disorderly. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
You'll go to jail.
bro.
Go ahead, put
Stop
your hands on
recording
me.
me, bro.
Put your hands on me.
No reason to have.
I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
We'll arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You just assaulted me, ma'am. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you do.
record you in public, ma'am. No,
Actually,
that's
you
the
do.
law.
Salam yahala hamdullah. Allahu Akbar. Haknuikan akra. Ula wala fufatay.